don't care if it's mean. Cry about it. I'm a millennial. I don't give a about yours or anybody's feelings. Yeah, he just called me a chud. How can I be a chud? I'm not a I don't even have one. I have a private investigator on him already. Perpetuating the lie on the internet that it's not illegal to record somebody on the internet without their permission is just like perpetuating the lie that anybody can be trans.
Can I ask you a question?
I have an IQ that high.
No, you don't, because it only goes to 180. Okay. There's no way you can. You're a liar.
I have an IQ of 167,
I hope
by
you
the
fucking
way.
get your. No wonder you get trolled by Derek Stone. You're full of shit. I hope you fucking get your ass too.
She might have you muted, bro.
You guys like have no idea that you guys are being watched by my people, right?
Me, dude.
Your people?
Your people. Okay.
It's keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, bitch. Wow, wow, wow. I'm a grown adult and I project my feelings like an immature 6-year-old little kid. Wow, wow. But Terry is known for harassing me and trying to make clips of me, and he just asked me, "Oh, why am I such a clip farm?"
Wait, Terry clips people?
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
I have never done such.
Yeah, he's recording right now.
You're recording me, Terry? Why would you do that? I didn't give you my consent.
I would never do that. I promise. I would.
He thinks he doesn't need consent, but he does. When you're on the internet, you need consent.
Oh, really?
Unless it's a situation where your life is in danger, you have to get second-party consent. You have to get the party consent of the other individual as a civilian. If it's the government, if you work with the government, you have a government job working in the federal government, you don't need two-party consent. You can do one party. But you don't work for the government, Terry. You're a regular civilian.
I didn't know that it was illegal like that. I thought it was just like a courtesy thing.
It is.
Like a courtesy thing.
Nope. See, like, I spent 12 hours the other day reading laws on this, and the federal law very specifically states that anybody who, like, records you without your permission,
You're freaking kicking me for no reason.
you deserve it because you're get the fuck out. I don't care if it's mean. Cry about it. I'm a fucking millennial. I don't give a shit about yours or anybody's feelings. I'm not Gen Z. I'm not insecure with how I feel about myself or other people around me because I don't give a shit how people think about me. Because what other people think is none of my business. Just
Hell yeah,
like
girl. You
what
tell
I
him.
think is none of your fucking business.
You're not
It's
fucking.
common sense.
I fuck with you, girl.
And another thing that's really weird is that I'm literally 18 years older than you, and you still harass me. Yeah, he just called me a chud. How can I be a chud? I'm not a. I don't even have one.
Yeah, you have to be a foid.
Yeah, you have to be a
Honestly.
boy.
I don't even know what a chud is, honestly.
It means a fat. That's what it means.
Oh.
A fat short. Well, here's another one. Chud is a often political insult used to describe someone as a rude, boorish, reactionary, frequently targeting those with fair right views as gross or losers. So, like, I don't care about any far right thing in it at all, but you seem to. Because I'm trying to implement rules here, like rules and laws. That's a far right thing, right? You're acting like what they would say a leftist, right? So you're trying to break the law, trying to break the rules, trying to do things your way and get away with it because you think you can because other people do it. It's like if somebody else jumped off a bridge, you'd jump off too, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I probably wouldn't.
Yeah, see, I know you wouldn't.
You know, never follow the bandwagon. Be your own person. Type shit.
By the way, I want to say I really like your avatar melody.
I just re-uploaded it.
I just re-uploaded it.
Yeah, you're welcome. I think it's really cute. I love watermelons.
Very cute.
Oh, dude, I love watermelon. That's why my name's Melody Melon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you know watermelons originated in Africa?
But yeah, thank you for informing me that, like, recording's illegal. I didn't even know that it was, like, against the TOS.
Well, that's the thing, right? Like, the TOS is just a disclaimer for, like, the actual laws.
Oh, yeah, I always people always told me that like it was like fine with the TOS because I thought it said like always act
I
like
can
you're
read
being
it to you.
recorded and it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, they're saying like the reason they say that is because they know that regardless if they say it's against the law, they know people are going to do it anyways. Like I can read the thing to you. Like it's not hard to find.
Yeah, read it.
I want to know my rights.
The TOS.
Fucking Discord fairy.
Well, this was not the page I was looking at. And there are some other laws because, like, the reason the federal law is like you can't record with just one party consent is because there's states in the United States that are two party, and because the majority of the states.
Yeah, I think I heard that from somebody named like Kyron Fox Taylor one time or something. Because he was getting recorded once, and he said, I live in a two-party state, you can't record me about consent or whatever.
Well, another thing is that if they do it with malicious intent to, like, post you, to troll you, to make you a lol cow, that's illegal. That's considered defamation and slander, and it's punishable by prosecution up to, like, a $600 fine and a Class C felony.
What's a lol cow?
Lol cow, you know, LOL, you laugh at that person.
Can I get a French onion soup, please?
No.
That's what it is.
I've never heard of that before.
It's somebody that they record to make fun of, or that it's somebody that they just make fun of on the internet.
Oh, okay.
It says on the second line, okay, so this is like, all right, I'm going to read the whole thing to you, like the top part, okay? It says, we are passionate about allowing our users the freedom to express themselves while enjoying content in Vrchat.
To ensure that you do so, by the way, this was written in 2021. To ensure that you do so fairly and in line with intellectual property and specifically copyright rules, we have...
Now, here's the thing. They stop right there. They only talk about that. That is rule number 1. Here's rule number 2.
If you want to use the intellectual property of a third party, including the monetizing content that you create in Vrchat, you are responsible for obtaining any relevant third-party permissions. Pursuant to our copyright policy, we cooperate with all requests to take down content that are used without permission from the rights holder.
I think that they're kind of talking about, like, copyright owners and stuff.
Copyright owners.
No, there is no kinda. Like, it actually, what it means is that they can't verify every single instance whether or not somebody's stuff is copyrighted. Everything that's in this room is copyrighted. This world is copyrighted by the person who created it.
It is?
It is?
Yes. And if you don't copyright your avatars, that's your intellectual property and people could steal it for free and you can't sue them for it. That's what that means.
Watch what you freaking talk to me, lady.
Listen,
Freaking
stalking me is what fucking would do, okay? I understand that you have nothing else better to do, dude. But, like, I'm 37. Stay in your own fucking lane. Rule number 4.
In accordance with our terms of service, we reserve the right to remove any content that we believe is unlawful.
And by the way, TOS is not law. TOS is just a disclaimer.
That's illegal.
It doesn't mean that you legally can just do shit. It's just, they're disclaimers so they don't get in trouble if you commit a crime on their platform. That's why it exists. Any crime that's committed is automatically a federal offense. It's not a stateside offense. And if you're in another country committing these crimes and you're connected to a U.S. American server, you get punished by U.S. American laws. And, like, it's blanketed, right? So, like, if somebody, like, and they do this, like, here's the thing, like, it's not just public, right? It's, like, in instances where, like, it's invite plus, friends plus, right? Where you're expected a level of privacy, they'll record you. They'll record you when you're naked. They'll record you in these moments. Okay, so 9-7.000, electronic surveillance. All right, I'm on a law website, by the way.
I'm reading. Thank you.
Also, I know
covered.
that in the past there have been people who have prosecuted people before on Vrchat for this stuff, and that's why, like, the Take It Down Act is in place in the first place. And it may talk about, like, intimate moments, but the thing is it's not just about intimate moments. It goes deeper. It goes deeper.
Okay. But yeah, I can see why you're upset now. I would be pretty pissed off.
I have
if you were in
multiple
here.
pages open. I have to find the law where it specifically states that recording without second-party consent and third-party consent is prosecutable by a $600 fine and a Class C felony. The FTC, by contrast, has a broader jurisdiction and is better positioned to regulate what platforms do and do not permit.
Well, hold on.
And what I mean, and what that actually means, is that that's federal versus state side.
And what it's saying is that even though a state law may say something, or like a federal act is written in a certain way because they can.
Well, I think that
That's
they're
literally what it's
mostly
saying.
talking about like I don't like
And
real,
that's what makes it illegal. Okay.
I don't know, man. I feel like that's mostly covered under like real life stuff and not internet stuff. I feel like there's bigger fish to fry.
I live in the state of New York. I live in the state of New York.
Yeah.
I live in the Bronx.
You live in the Bronx?
Okay.
LeBron.
And this is what I'm saying. Regardless of whatever anybody thinks, this is literally telling you it's illegal. That's what it means in the nicest way possible.
Well, I don't think you're talking about
literally lawyer speak.
In Vrchat here. I think you're talking about like digital signatures.
It's not meant to be interpreted one way or another. It's
I think
very
you're talking
finite,
about digital
okay?
signatures.
And it's finite that it's illegal to record people without permission, especially when there's an act for women against violence against women.
I don't.
Right, and it's been set in place since 2022.
I don't think that's what they're talking about.
You are.
Okay, well, let's maybe not say that.
I'm gonna read it again for like you, okay?
Okay, let's maybe not say that word.
Because I'm reading it from the National Association of Attorneys General.
Okay, I get that.
I'm reading it from a federal government website, bitch.
However, okay, don't call me a bitch. Okay, that's not nice. That's not nice. Let's just say nice words here, okay?
You can't just record people without permission. And telling them that you're recording them doesn't count either. Not federally, not according to several of these laws and acts. And because I live in the state of New York, it's even worse for you, bitch.
Don't call me a bitch.
Because Vrchat is considered intimate. The whole thing.
No, it's not.
You can't prove whether or not you're in a public instance or an intimate instance.
Yes,
you can. So that means any video that is recorded on Vrchat can be taken down.
Hey, I'm in a group public right now.
All I have to do is go to Vrchat and say that you were recording me in a private instance.
It's a group public.
This cranky pants over here, my god.
I don't know, man.
You can't harass and stalk people on the internet. Like, there's one thing, if you're in a room, say, for instance, like, this is how they could see it, right? If you're in a room and you tell people, hey, I'm recording, and you're in a public instance and everybody's okay with it, then it's okay. But if one person says they do not want to be recorded, you have to take them out of that video.
I thought that we lived in a democracy.
And it has to do with a few things. It has to do with royalties, because they can collect royalties from your revenue avenue.
I don't think
so. If you make money off of that, they have a right to collect money off of you.
I don't
if you take their likeness and make money off of their voice or their face.
Hi, Powie. I don't think that's true. I think you're making stuff up here just to defend yourself because you're a little bit mad.
Like, I'm not just saying this stuff to protect myself. I want you guys to know this, to protect yourselves from people recording you on the internet without your permission. It is not the same
I would never
as in a public space in physical person.
Well, I would never get clipped though. That's the issue. I would never get clipped. And also you kept saying like digital
Sophia,
forge.
why do you look
I'm
so
speaking
inbred?
here.
Are your parents cousins?
Hey.
Oh well, hey, that's not nice.
So what if they are?
No.
That's very mean.
No, Chewy's already being investigated. I have a private investigator on him already.
You do?
I assure you, I mog you any day of the week, even if I do look inbred.
Like, I know the police. Like, I have friends who are police on here.
On Vrchat?
Like,
you're
I'm
friends
very
with
in
Vrchat
touch with the law. Like, I don't break the law. So, and I don't because...
But hold on, I have a couple questions here for you.
If I'm going to be an influence to people, I have to set the right kind of example. I have 2 younger siblings.
Hey, buddy.
I'm never going to lie to you.
I have a couple questions for you.
Okay? I also don't misinterpret things either.
I have a couple questions for you.
I'm very well read. I'm very literate.
That's great for you.
Hey, Freddy.
You know? But have you ever bought a Sharpie?
Like, it's not debatable. It's not an argument. Nobody on here is a fucking
here.
lawyer.
I'm trying to speak here.
Okay, so I can't take the word from anybody who comes up to me and tell me that it's not against the law.
It's true.
They don't know shit about the law.
Okay. Well, I don't know why you're being so hostile towards us. I don't know.
For instance, in the state of Virginia, it's illegal to record children on the internet.
Okay.
And you don't know if any of these kids that are in rooms in public instances are in the state of Virginia. But if you so happen to record a kid that's in the state of Virginia,
Are you recording a child right now in the state of Virginia?
it's a Class C felony.
Right now.
Like, you know, I want you guys to, you know, be protected. I don't want you guys to just flagrantly
I
like do
noticed you
things
paid
and break the
attention to Gym
law
Girl Sophia,
and then,
but
and
not
then
to me.
perpetuate the lie
I
that
have
it's
you
not
muted.
illegal. It is illegal. There's just there's
What
certain
the f-
ramifications
Melly?
encompass
You.
I'm
it,
gonna.
and you have to know exactly what those are. You have to know how to think and talk like a lawyer to understand the law.
Okay, so Star Child.
There's a reason it's written that way, so people don't
Oh, she
understand
doesn't
it.
have any of us.
The,
Okay.
the average person who they purposefully make illiterate in this country don't have the education behind it because they want you to pay to have that education. Perpetuating the lie on the internet that it's not illegal to record somebody on the internet without their permission is just like perpetuating the lie that anybody can be trans. They can't. You can't just be the opposite sex because you want to be either.
What the
You
fuck?
can't just record people just because you want and not get permission from them. That's how lawsuits happen.
Yeah, this is probably like the only.
Perpetuating a lie does not make you right.
Okay. What?
Yeah, Star.
What's going on?
What's going on?
But all I do is look at law. That's all I do besides, like, I've been trolled since I first got on Vrchat, okay? Like, it's not like, oh, this is new to me. I've known this the whole time. In real life, I do photography and videography. I used to own a 44K DSLR Nokia camera that cost me $700.
Oh wow, $700.
Okay? You have to know laws on voyeurism and videography and photography in order to make sure that you're not breaking the law when you're taking pictures in public and private spaces. I knew this before I ever got a headset. Freddie, I'm gonna keep you muted. You're a fucking troll. All you do is, you have a nasally, whiny voice, and all you do is ask me, like, pointed troll questions. Like, you don't have any substance to anything you say to me. Why would I unmute you?
Well, I hate to be the devil advocate here, but have you ever thought about why you kept getting trolled?